Hello, I'm Mike Norton and I'm the Environment Director for EASAC, and I have the job of organising this project with the help of my colleagues. Even before the pandemic, many people could see that the direction society was travelling was not going to be sustainable much beyond our generation. Certainly, as a grandfather, I could not see how my grandchildren were likely to get even half my age in a stable society. Global warming continues to accelerate, and things we would have been shocked at 10 years ago are now just part of everyday news. California, the Amazon, Australia, even northern Siberia, all ablaze. Methane zooming up in the atmosphere and so on. Yet we continue to be amazed at the ability of some of our leaders to not only put their heads in the sand, but even invent completely ludicrous reasons to reject the reality of what is happening to the planet. While the vested interests in the brown economy spend vast amounts of money to persuade us to look the other way and ignore the science. In 1969, and that's 53 years ago, I thought that those first pictures of the Earth sent from the Apollo spaceship would finally make us understand that we live in a finite planet, our home as we called it at the time. But that was not to be. The big picture is too easily sidelined when deciding whether to invest billions in a new oil field or tar sands project, or to set light to a forest to clear for cattle. Then humanity has its short-term blinkers on, and there seems to be no way of taking them off. So that is the starting point for our report, which lays out in very accurate and objective ways the scale of the problems that face us as a species. Our current systems have had decades to try and fix this runaway train that has already taken us into climate and biodiversity uncharted territories, and they have failed. Our document describes what many international scientists have been thinking since the 1970s, that these unsustainable trajectories are built into our economic theories, our political reward systems, and even perhaps into our nature. If we do not shake ourselves out of this deep rut, then our future is truly bleak. So in this analysis, we talk about the formidable barriers to achieving the transformations we need, especially all the special interests that stand in the way. Despite this, there are opportunities if we can press the reset button as we try and recover or plan to recover from this dreadful COVID pandemic. There is much talk of redirecting our values and reward systems towards a more sustainable economy, whereby we can live well within our planet's limits for more than just a few more years. Our report hopes to strengthen the commitment of politicians in particular, but economists and investors, banks, consumers, and voters to act urgently to get out of our institutionalized and unsustainable rut and engineer fundamental changes so that our children can have a safe and fulfilling life. So thank you for listening, and please look at the EASAC website for our perspective on this critical issue. Thank you.